Okay. So today we will study the quick sort algorithm. We have studied so far bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, merge sort. This is the algorithm, last algorithm, that is quick sort algorithm. Now, quick sort algorithm works on the same procedure or the same approach, that is the divide and conquer approach. What was that divide and conquer approach? A bigger problem I have, I partitioned it into two sub-problems, which I partitioned it again into two sub-problems. And this partitioning, I went on doing until I am left with only one element, right? So after I joined or had a value, I returned this value to this section, then this value to this section, from here, this value to this section, this to here, from here, and from here. So we first divided a problem into several sub-problems. We conquered the sub-problems and then we combined and returned back to my original problem. So this is the concept of divide and conquer approach. Just like merge sort was based on that condition or that approach of divide and conquer, quick sort is also based on that approach of divide and conquer policy. But here, two policies are there. In merge sort, can anyone say what were the two sections or two algorithms for merge sort? The name of the two algorithms?
Merge sort and merge.
Right. For quick sort, those two algorithms concept are quick sort and partition. Same just like merge sort. The concept is different, but there we looked at two algorithms. Together clubbed is one merge sort algorithm. Similarly, quick sort, there is an algorithm for quick sort and there is an algorithm for partition. These two algorithms together, when clubbed, gives you the entire quick sort algorithm. First is this thing. Second, suppose just let me draw the array. Suppose you have an array where you have 7 elements. From 0 to 6 is the indices. Now, the concept in quick sort is there is a concept of pivot element. That means we will choose an element to be my pivot element such that I will insert the pivot element in its correct position such that all the elements to the left of the pivot element are lesser than the pivot element and all the elements to the right part of the pivot element are greater than the pivot element, right? So I will place my pivot element in the entire array in its correct position such that the left sub-array will consist of all the elements which are lesser than the pivot element and the right sub-array will contain all the elements which are greater than the pivot element. Now, how will I choose the pivot element? Now, the rule is you can choose any element of the array and you can name it the pivot element. But for convenience, 80% of the books you will see that they choose the last element. But in some books also you will see they have chosen the first element to be the pivot element, right? So same concept, when I will show you the algorithm by considering my pivot element to the last element. So in doing that, all the greater than will be compensated with all the lesser than if you choose the first element to be pivot element. So I will show you the algorithm running by choosing the last element. So if you want to run this algorithm by choosing the first element, so all the greater than signs, just convert it back to lesser than signs. So the algorithm will perfectly run for you. Either you may choose the first element or you choose the last element, but I will choose the last element. I find it more comfortable in choosing the last element. Okay? So it means if you consider the last element, that is element 4, to be your pivot element, then certain condition is there. Upon satisfying those condition, I will take out 4 and place it in the right position of my array such that all the elements to the left are lesser than the pivot element and all the elements to the right are greater than the pivot element. Fine. So for the first step, for step 1, we get an array where the left subarray contains 1, 3, 2 and the right subarray contains 7, 5, 6. Fine. So for step 1, this is the scenario. Then this is my left subarray, this is my right subarray. What do I do in divide and conquer? Then again I start working on this 1, 3, 2. Here also 2 I will choose to be pivot element and I will place my pivot element in my array such that all the elements to the left are lesser, all the elements to the right are greater than the pivot. Clear? Now, when I will have only one element to the left of my array and only one element to the right of my array, we have already learned this, that whenever we are left with only one element, that means it is the sorted. So I will combine this and from this I will return it to here. Similarly, in my step 3, I will start with 7, 5 and 6. I will choose 6 to be the pivot element and I will try to place 6 in such a position that all the elements to the left will be lesser than 6 and all the elements to the right will be greater than 6. And when I am left with only single element, that means I can return this because single elements means it's already sorted and I will return this. And when these two answers will be joined in step 4, you will see right side I have 1, 2, 3, then the pivot, then right side I have 5, 6 and 7. See, this is my sorted array. Fine. But here, two concepts are clubbed together. One concept is each and every time I am taking one element to be pivot and I am inserting it in its right position. I am taking 2 to be pivot, inserting it in its right position. I am taking 6 to be pivot, inserting it to its right position. It is one algorithm, that is the partitioning algorithm, partition algorithm. And second is, whenever I will try to fix 2 into its right position, I take certain conditions. The elements lesser, I put it in the left. The elements greater, I put it in the right. This is the quick sort logic, quick sort concept, sorting concept, right? So two algorithms are clubbed together in this single algorithm. Now, partition algorithm will give you what? Partition algorithm will return you the...
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Okay. Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Partition algorithm will do what? Partition algorithm will return you the right pivot index location. That means if you want to select 4, it should return you the right place. This is my pivot element, right? 4. The right location of this 4 is here. That is index 3. If you want to select 2, the right index of this pivot element is 1, index 1, right? So this is the pivot index location. So what is the work of the partition algorithm? Partition algorithm's work is to return the right pivot index location, and partition algorithm will rearrange the array and it will give us the pivot index location. This pivot index location we are referring as suppose Pi. Now, one location, we will have to give something variable to the location. Na? You can give it anything. You can give it as I, J, K, L, anything. Suppose for understanding purpose, I am indicating the value that my partition algorithm will return. It will return me the right location to place my pivot element. So that index location, suppose I am storing it in this variable Pi. So it will, partition algorithm will return me Pi. And what is Pi? The right index to store that pivot element in my array. Fine. So for first step, we had this to be the right location. This is my left sub array. This is my right sub array. For second case, this is my right position. This is my left sub array. This is my right sub array. Right? So each and every time we run this partition algorithm, we have three concepts. It will give me a Pi index where I will place my partition pivot element, and it will give me a left sub array, and it will give me a right sub array. Right? So up to this, at least, is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if I want to, if I want to call the quicksort algorithm, quicksort pseudocode, I want to write the pseudocode for quicksort. Fine. I am writing it in short, okay? Quicksort case I am writing. If you want it, you can write it in full form, anything you may write. What I am giving to my quicksort concept, I am passing an array. I am passing the start location and I am specifying the end location. If there is only a single element left in my array, suppose for this step, whenever you inserted 2 in its right position, left subarray consists of 1 and right subarray consists of 3. Whenever you will have a single element in your left subarray and right subarray, that means we will do what? We will simply return that element. Whenever we are getting a single element, I am returning that element. Fine. Now, if you have more than one element, first time this was your array, you called the partition algorithm, it gave you this. Second time, this was your array, you called the partition algorithm, it gave you this. Third time, this was your array, you called the partition algorithm, you gave it this. That means each and every step we are calling the partition algorithm. And for the first step to the partition algorithm, I am providing my entire array, start to end, and the index location that this partition algorithm will always return. Where I am saving it? Anyone please say?
In Pi.
Pi ना Pi बोलो, Pi तो अलग meaning होता है, ठीक है? Pi. Now you tell me, I started with this. I called the partition. For first case, it gave me this. For the second case, what I am sending? Am I sending the entire array again, or I am sending just the left subpart?
Left.
Left. If I am sending the left, This is the start, right? But what is the index location for this one? If this is pi, what is this one?
2.
Pi minus 1, na? है ना? अरे हाँ ना, कोई कुछ तो बोलो, कैसे लगता है मैंने डेफ हो क्या सारे लोग?
Yes, ma'am.
Or if I am sending the right subarray, what is the starting index of this one?
Pi plus 1.
And what is this one? End, है ना? मतलब हमें जब भी कुछ pi मिलेगा, हम लेफ्ट सब एरे के ऊपर फिर से पार्टीशन डालेंगे, क्विक सॉर्ट डालेंगे, एंड राइट सब एरे के ऊपर फिर से क्विक सॉर्ट डालेंगे. मतलब यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे? फिर से हम क्विक सॉर्ट रिकर्सिव कॉल कर रहे हैं, बट इस दिस टाइम ऑन द लेफ्ट सब एरे, एंड फिर से हम लोग क्विक सॉर्ट रिकर्सिव कॉल कर रहे हैं, but this time on the right subarray. Clear? So this is my quick sort algorithm. That means same function खुद को बार बार कॉल कर रहे, रिकर्सिव फंक्शन का कॉन्सेप्ट, ठीक है? सो सेम फंक्शन खुद को बार बार कॉल करेगा टिल कितना टाइम तक? टिल इन द लेफ्ट subarray there is only one element, or in the right subarray there is only one element, so that I will return that array. So this is the quick sort part. In this quick sort, one line you are noticing, the partition call part. So this is another algorithm which we will study now, the partition algorithm. This is where all the logic and things are applied. Listen to it very carefully. Okay? ध्यान से सुनना, अच्छी तरीके से सुनना. This is a bit confusing, so listen it very carefully. Fine. So this is my starting array. First step, this was the array which is given to me. According to what we have learned, what will be my pivot element?
4.
Right. This is my pivot element. Now, what should be the return of my partition algorithm? When will I say that the partition is happening? When all elements that are lesser than 4 are on the left side of 4, and all elements that are greater than 4 are on the right side of 4, we say that the pivot is in its right location. And that location is called what? Anyone? When the pivot element is placed in its right location, that location is what variable? Which variable we are identifying that location by?
Pi.
Right, Pi. Perfect. So this was the basic concept. Now, one counter variable we need to have. We have studied it all the algorithms. That is, one outer loop was there. One variable was there which was traversing all the elements in my array. For traversing the array, I used to take one variable or one counter variable. And inside that, for doing all the comparisons and logical checking, I used to take another variable for inner loop, that is j. So here, we will traverse the array from index location 0 to index location 6. So one counter variable we are taking for traversing the array, and that counter variable, I am denoting it by I. Clear? So first, I am starting. Fine. So first step, this is my I location, because I will start from 0 and index. I will traverse all the elements one by one. Now, for the first step, this is your Pi location. Now we will do some condition checking. What condition I will tell you. The condition is such that if that condition is true, we will act something else. That is, we won't do anything. But if that condition is false, we will then do the swapping and all. Fine. So this is your pivot element. This is your I starting index location and your PI. Why I am PI and I am denoting at 0? Because हमें तो 4 कहाँ पे बैठाएंगे उसको ढूंढना है पहले. So this value of PI, I need to check which location will return me the right value of PI, right? So हम लोग पहले स्टेप में पता कैसे चलेगा PI कौन सा जगह पे मिलेगा? तो हमको तो कहीं पे स्टार्ट करना है. So suppose this is the index where I am starting. This PI हम लोग start करेंगे. This is the index where I am starting. Fine. Now this PI, it represents a pivot index. 1 minute. And suppose for the first step, I will consider that the potential index where the pivot could be placed, let us say it is 0. Now, when I is at 0, what is your element at I location?
Seven.
Fine. If we swap the element at PI and pivot, suppose think that we are swapping the element at PI and the element at pivot, then the element that is 7, which is greater than 4, is to the right side of 4. Is this a right condition? That is, element which is greater than 4 is to the right side of 4. Is this a right condition? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So if it is a right condition, what did I say? We will do nothing. So let it be here. Fine. When we do nothing, we do not increment the PI counter. We only increment the I counter. Fine. So when your I is incremented, now you tell me the element at I is what? This time your I was 0. Now your I is value is 1. So the element at I is what? Which value?
1.
1.
1.
If we swap the element of PI and pivot, so the element of PI is 4, this is 7. If we swap that, then 1, which is lesser than 4, comes to the right side of 4. Is this a right condition?
No, ma'am.
No. किसी को डाउट है?
No, ma'am. 1
No,
लेफ्ट
ma'am.
पे जाएगा.
ठीक है. If the condition is violating, then we will make some changes. What are those changes? Every time the condition violates, we will swap the elements at I and PI. We will swap it. What is the element at I?
1.
And what is
1.
the element at PI?
7.
तो
When?
मेरा अभी ये होगा, है ना। आई स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम हियर, दिस इज माई सेकेंड मॉडिफिकेशन डन। ठीक है, जब भी कोई स्वैप होगा पी आई भी इंक्रीमेंट होगा, आई भी इंक्रीमेंट होगा। तो मेरा पी आई अभी कहां पे डिनोट करेगा?
7 पे।
राइट। एंड आई मेरा कहां पे डिनोट करेगा?
3।
राइट, वेरी नाइस। Again I will do what? I will check what? हम लोग 7 के जगह 4 और 4 के जगह 7 बिठाएंगे। If I do this, then the element 3, that is the element denoted by I, is to the right hand side of 4, but 3 is lesser than 4. Is it the right condition?
नो मैम।
राइट कंडीशन नहीं है। राइट कंडीशन नहीं है मतलब क्या करेंगे? स्वैपिंग करेंगे। किस किस का स्वैपिंग करेंगे?
मैम 7 and 3।
7 और 3 का। क्लियर? ठीक है, हम लोग 7 और 3 का स्वैपिंग करेंगे। जब भी कोई स्वैपिंग होगा आई भी इंक्रीमेंट होगा, पी आई भी इंक्रीमेंट होगा। तो आई मेरा कभी कहां पे जाएगा? आई मेरा कहां पे जाएगा?
5।
परफेक्ट। और पी आई?
7।
परफेक्ट, फाइन। फिर से हम लोग कंडीशन चेकिंग करेंगे। अगर यहाँ पे 7 बैठता है और यहाँ पे 4 बैठता है, 5 which is greater than 4 is to the right hand side of 4. Is this a correct condition?
Yes ma'am।
यस मैम।
Yes, तो करेक्ट कंडीशन है मतलब कुछ भी नहीं करेंगे, पर एक चीज इंक्रीमेंट होगा। क्या इंक्रीमेंट होगा बोलो तो?
आई इंक्रीमेंट होगा।
राइट, आई इंक्रीमेंट होगा, पर मेरा पी आई इंक्रीमेंट नहीं होगा, ये याद रखना। कंडीशन ओके मीन्स I incremented only. Condition not okay means PI incremented and also I is incremented after the swapping. ठीक है, अच्छा फिर से अभी मेरा चेकिंग होगा। हम लोग यहाँ पे 4 पकड़ते हैं, यहाँ पे 7 पकड़ते हैं। If I do that, the element 2 is to the right side of 4. Is this a correct condition?
नो मैम।
No.
मैम।
करेक्ट कंडीशन नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे?
स्वैप करेंगे 7 और 2 को।
फाइन, स्वैप करेंगे 7 and 2। करने के बाद क्या करेंगे?
मैम पाई 5 पे जाएगा, आई 7।
आई 6 पे जाएगा।
7 में कैसे जाएगा? आई 6 पे जाएगा।
सॉरी मैम 6।
Perfect. Again, let us do. If I consider 4 here, कुछ गलती किए हो क्या? अच्छा, if I consider 4 here and if I considered 5 here, then the element 6 which is greater than 4 is to the right hand side of 4. Is this the right condition?
यस मैम।
If it is a right condition, we won't be doing anything. We will simply increment what?
आई।
I. If I take this and if I take this, then the element at 5 is to the right side of 4. Is it the right condition?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So since it's a right condition, we won't do anything. And what we will do? We will increment the I counter, right? Once we increment the I counter, I point here. That means we have traversed all my elements in my array. And once we have traversed all my index elements in my array, what was the motto? The motto of partition algorithm is to find the right PI to insert the pivot element. What is the value of PI at the end of this algorithm?
5.
A value of PI. PI तो इंडेक्स लोकेशन देगा.
मैम 3.
हाँ, value of PI is 3. That means index location 3 is the right location to insert the element 4. So we will insert 4 at the index location 3. So we will just do what? We will swap. लास्ट में जब मेरा सारा चीज खत्म हो जाएगा, मेरा सारा एलिमेंट्स खत्म हो जाएगा, मेरा हम आई काउंटर इंक्रीमेंट करते 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 हम लूप के बाहर चले गए, मेरा एरे लिमिट के बाहर चले गए. सबसे जब जाएंगे उस दौरान मेरे को मेरा राइट पीआई लोकेशन मिल जाएगा. तो हम क्या करेंगे, मेरा पीआई लोकेशन में जो एलिमेंट है एंड मेरा एंड में जो एलिमेंट है उस दोनों का स्वैपिंग करेंगे. तो अगर मेरा पीआई लोकेशन में जो एलिमेंट है उसका एंड लोकेशन के एलिमेंट के साथ स्वैपिंग करते हैं तो मेरा ये आएगा. यस और नो? तो है ना, लेफ्ट सब पार्ट में लेसर देन पाइवट और राइट सब पार्ट में ग्रेटर देन पाइवट हुआ ना. हुआ तो यस और नो बोलो.
यस मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
तो ये हुआ मेरा स्टेप 1. सिमिलरली फिर से मेरा जब ये क्विक सॉर्ट ये वाला लाइन आएगा, क्विक सॉर्ट लेफ्ट सब एरे में, फिर से मेरा ये पार्टीशन चलेगा, फिर से वो पार्टीशन सेम लॉजिक चल के तब मेरा पाइवट एलिमेंट 2 होगा. वो लॉजिक चल के फिर से मेरा राइट सब पार्ट में 1 रिटर्न करेगा, लेफ्ट सब पार्ट में 2 रिटर्न करेगा. ऐसे करके कॉन्सेप्ट होगा. ठीक है. तो अगर इसको हम लोग ये याद रखना, हाँ, लास्ट में जब सारा चीज खत्म हो जाता है हम पीआई लोकेशन में जो एलिमेंट है उसका स्वैपिंग करते हैं एरे के एंड लोकेशन में जो है. क्यों? क्योंकि एरे के एंड लोकेशन में आपका पाइवट एलिमेंट है. हमें पाइवट एलिमेंट को इसके साथ स्वैपिंग कर देना है ताकि हम पाइवट को सबसे राइट पोजीशन में घुसा पाए. ठीक है. अच्छा, तो अगर ये मेरा एल्गोरिदम है, हम क्विकली स्यूडोकोड फॉर पार्टीशन एल्गोरिदम लिख ले रहे हैं. आप लोग तब तक अटेंडेंस दे दो. ठीक है, जब तक हम स्यूडोकोड फॉर पार्टीशन एल्गो दे रहे हैं. क्या कॉल किए थे? पार्टीशन एल्गोरिदम कॉल किए थे जिसमें एरे को सेंड किए थे, एंटायर एरे को. ठीक है. हम लोग क्या पकड़ के चले थे? हम लोग पकड़ के चले थे कि मेरा एंड पे जो एलिमेंट है उसको मान लो कि मेरा पाइवट है. क्लियर? और पाई हम लोग कहां से स्टार्ट किए थे? पीआई हम लोग 0th इंडेक्सन से स्टार्ट किए थे. ठीक है. इस दौरान हम एक आउटर काउंटर लूप चलाए थे. कहां से कहां तक? आई चलाए थे हम लोग स्टार्ट से लेके एंड -1 तक. ठीक है. सो आई इक्वल टू स्टार्ट से लेके एन -1 तक चलाए और आई प्लस प्लस करते गए. ठीक है। इस दौरान हमने क्या चेकिंग किया? हमने चेकिंग किया जब भी मेरे आई में कोई वैल्यू मिल रहा था, अगर वो वैल्यू मेरा पाइवट से एलिमेंट से लेसर है कि नहीं। अगर लेसर मिल रहा था तब हम लोग स्वैप कर रहे थे। क्या स्वैप कर रहे थे? व्हाट वी वर स्वैपिंग? द एलिमेंट एट pi and the element at I. We were swapping this. And हम लोग अगर स्वैपिंग हो रहा था, कंडीशन नॉट ओके अगर हो रहा था, मतलब स्वैपिंग हो रहा था, तब मेरा पी भी इंक्रीमेंट हो रहा था। तो यही लूप मेरा चलता गया जब तक ना मेरा आई खत्म हो। जब मेरा आई खत्म हो जा रहा है, हम लोग लास्ट में क्या स्वैपिंग कर रहे थे? जो मेरा पी लोकेशन में एलिमेंट वैल्यू मिला उसके साथ हम लोग स्वैपिंग कर रहे हैं लास्ट में, एंड में मेरा जो एलिमेंट है उसके साथ, और हम लोग पी लोकेशन का वैल्यू, मतलब इंडेक्स लोकेशन का वैल्यू वापस कर रहे थे। ठीक है। सो दिस इज द एंटायर पार्टीशन एल्गोरिथम। ठीक है। मीन्स यही जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, हम लोग आई एंड पी आई में जो वैल्यूज है उसको स्वैप कर रहे थे इफ योर कंडीशन वाज फॉल्स। सो इफ माय कंडीशन इज फॉल्स, हम लोग आई एंड पी आई में जो वैल्यू है उसको स्वैप कर रहे थे, और करने के बाद यहाँ पे पी आई इंक्रीमेंट हो रहा था। आई तो हर स्टेप में ही इंक्रीमेंट होगा, तो क्योंकि ये तो फॉर लूप में है, तो आई तो बाय डिफॉल्ट एक एक स्टेप के बाद इंक्रीमेंट होते ही जा रहा है, पी आई भी इंक्रीमेंट होगा। और ये सारा इफ लूप कंडीशन चेकिंग होगा फॉर द एंटायर ऑल द एलिमेंट्स स्टार्टिंग ऑफ माय एरे टू एंड ऑफ माय एरे। ये जब मेरा फॉर लूप खत्म हो जाएगा, वंस वी हैव रीच्ड द आउट बाउंड्री ऑफ माय एरे, आई एम डूइंग व्हाट? आई एम स्वैपिंग द एलिमेंट एट द लास्ट पी विच अपडेटेड पी विच आई गॉट एंड द एंड लोकेशन में जो एलिमेंट है। सो आई विल I mean swap the element at pi and end, and I will return the rightful location of pi. So this pseudocode of partition algorithm and the pseudocode of quicksort algorithm, one after the other you write together, it will make you the algorithm for quicksort. Is the quicksort algorithm concept clear to you? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
I will just
मैम थोड़ा सा डाउट है।
रहेगा। एक बार रिकॉर्डिंग चेक करना, पहला क्लास में डाउट होता है इस टाइप ऑफ सॉर्टिंग के लिए। एक बार धीरे धीरे से रिकॉर्डिंग चेक करना, और उस रिकॉर्डिंग में एक कॉपी लेके बैठना, खुद भी सॉल्व करते रहना। हम जो मुंह पे सॉल्व करके बोल रहे हैं उसके साथ पॉज करते करते तुम भी स्वैप ये करो, तुम भी करो पेन ऑन पेपर से। जब तक पेन से नहीं करोगे तब तक ठीक नहीं होगा। सॉर्टिंग एल्गोरिथम